Thank you. And it's great to be here today. It's a great day for John Dewey. It's a great day for the Dewey alumni all to be back here. Let's hear it. We're proud. You know, people don't realize what a great educational institution John Dewey is and how many great graduates we have. Back when I graduated in 1977, this was a learning institution that close to 90%, 95% of the students went on to college. And it's moving in that direction, but it's the alumni that have to come back to help us. Because if it wasn't for John Dewey, I would not be the person I am today. John Dewey High School is the only high school in New York City that has 2 New York City council members. Rosie Mendez from the Lower East Side is a graduate from John Dewey High School. And then there's myself. I graduated from here, and today I represent this great learning institution. Now, it's the roots that made me be an attorney and go on to elective office. Because when I went to John Dewey High School, there were government programs that was so great, and it's because of these programs, the American government, and it's the teachers that took these students to Washington, to the courthouse, and all around New York City, and taught us about government, and introduced us to how politics works, how government works, the difference between state government, local government, and our wonderful government in Washington. And these are the reasons why people like myself went into government, went on to law school, but you wouldn't believe how many attorneys there are from John Dewey High School that were involved in these programs. And it's great, but also John Dewey has a lot to offer. You know, when I just sit here and I hear about the marine biology program, the marine biology program when I went to school was the creme de la creme. Those students got treated like gold. The marine biology program here was great. And you look back where John Dewey is today, and it's say that, you know what, we have to get back to where we used to be. You know, and that is why all the alumni should get involved. The alumni should participate and get involved in the Alumni Association, because we have to bring John Dewey back to where it was. Now, you know, this school, you know, had great programs, the extended day, the resource rooms. And when you went to the resource rooms, there was teachers there who helped you. And a lot of this is disappearing. And the Department of Ed keep on saying it's budget cuts. The Department of Ed keeps on saying, well, we don't have the money. And the way the schools get funded today, it's almost impossible for schools like John Dewey to exist. Because the way they're funding schools today is under the fair student funding, is that they're giving X amount of dollars for every student, okay? And they're not giving the extra money for schools like John Dewey. And that's where we, the alumni, have to step up to the plate. And as the New York City, I'm not only a city councilman, I am the finance chairman, okay? I negotiate the budget with the mayor. I am working hard, and I always bring up John Dewey to the chancellor. And every time we're in meetings, he says, I know John Dewey High School. And I said, that's right. So, there's a lot of things that we have to do, but it's because of what John Dewey offered back in the 1970s and the 80s and the 90s and the great school that it was, okay? It's still a good school, but we have to make it better. And that is where the alumni could come in to participate and work hard with us and really get involved. Now, I know a lot of people hear different things about, what's gonna happen. I can tell you something, John Dewey is not closing. John Dewey, okay? John Dewey is on a state list of schools that is identified that could close by the state, all right? I personally met with the Department of Ed, and we had a meeting, and Mr. Freed, was made aware of everything that's going on, okay? They are working with him and his staff not to close John Dewey High School, but we have to step up to the plate as Alumni Association and help John Dewey and support John Dewey and bring back many, many of these wonderful programs. And I have to tell you, a lot of these programs that we had at John Dewey, unfortunately, they disappeared. John Dewey used to have the #1 music program in New York City. I gotta tell you, I was in the dance band. I played the sax. We had a lot of good, artists here. But, we had programs, the dance program at John Dewey, the music program, our dance band, our orchestras. You could go on and about how successful, all right? And that's what we need to focus back on and bring this all back and really work with Barry Freed, the principal, and figuring out how we're going to get there and when we're going to get there. Because I got to tell you, I met with the DOE. They're not closing it. I can say that again, and I made sure of that before coming here today. And I told them that, now people are saying, why is John Dewey the place where it is today? Well, there's a lot of reasons. Is that children today, when they select their high schools, okay, they put the 12 choices. They pick 12 choices. So the DOE is going to pick one of the 12 schools that these people put on their application. But we have to figure out a way how to increase that and make it better. But it's because of the background and everything at John Dewey that is going great, okay? That it's the roots here that make the John Dewey family something very, very, very special. We had wonderful teachers, great English department. My English teacher, Miss Levy, okay? I never forget what she wrote in my yearbook. Bob DeSena is laughing, right? I see it there. She wrote in my yearbook, "Good luck in life, may your smile get you by." Well, more than my smile got me by, because I graduated law school, I became a New York City councilman, and it's great. But also, what people want to understand is that one of the best programs that John Dewey has, and it is like the program in New York City, people don't realize this, and that is the Council for Unity, under the leadership of Bob DeSena. Bob DeSena has taken this program. It's not only in New York City, it's up in New York State, it's in Long Island, it's in Suffolk County, and it's in other countries. So I just have to tell you, and it was all started here at John Dewey High School. And there's many, many good things that have happened and will happen. But we can't let the main idea go, and that is the extended day for John Dewey, the day where people could come here and do their homework, go to the resource room, get additional help if they need it, and interact with each other and participate in many different clubs. So I think I've spoken enough. Take care. Good seeing everyone.